The 31st of December is your most important day of 2025. Why? Besides it being the only day remaining, it's also an opportunity to get ahead and hit the ground running in 2026. To efficiently maximize my success in 2026, I'm setting goals as well as reflecting on 2025 to carry forward my successes from this year and find areas that I can improve upon. In this video, I'm presenting my goals as a framework you can use to set your own. So I'm just going to take you through my 2025 achievements that I'm proud of. I've only got a couple because I didn't do this last year, and I'm going to carry this on from now on, setting these goals and hold myself accountable to them. But I'm pretty proud of. I've got back in the gym consistently, especially these last few months since starting working. I found it really hard to go to the gym after work, especially being out of the house for 13 hours a day. Finding the time to go to the gym and then come back, cook, eat, shower, and then I had no time for myself. So making sure I enjoyed the gym and going 2 to 3 times a week has really improved my health and fitness, and I've really enjoyed that, and I'm quite proud of that. I used to be really into the gym, went traveling, and then lost it all, and then lost my love for it, and now I've kind of been gaining that back. So I'm going to continue that into 2026. I've also started a job. I've secured a job in 2025, a placement with London Wall, and I've started in September. Now 4 months in, really enjoying it. It's hard work, but I've learned a lot, and I'm going to continue that up until I'm there till the end of August this year. So that's a goal I'm going to continue to work on, and there's many sub goals in that. Working on my skills, my speaking, industry specific knowledge, etc. And the third and final thing that I'm also really proud of in 2025, started reading again. So gaining knowledge, working on myself, self-improvement. I enjoy self-improvement books more than fictional books. I like autobiographies of inspirational people. So I enjoyed Bear Grylls' book when I was growing up. I'm currently reading The Art of Winning by Dan Carter because I'm big into my rugby as well. And reading Your Money or Your Life, the updated version, and that's good. I'm going to start putting in the exercises. It is basically 9 steps that set out how to sort out your financial independence, and I'm working on that, working through that at the moment, reading it, and then I'm going to work through the exercises after I've read it. 2026 goals, moving on. And I just wanted to discuss some factors that I consider when I'm setting goals in anything. It's important to make the goals specific, so have good specificity when you're setting your goals. Vague goals won't achieve you anything. They won't do anything for you. They leave ambiguity. So start a business could be a goal, but what does starting a business entail? And if you keep making that up and you don't have a clear set out what it actually means, you might never reach that goal. You might just get open a limited company and then not do anything with it, and then what have you really done? You've not really started a business, but you have at the same time. So it's important to have that specificity. Also, I've learned this, seen this in real life, the importance of setting deadlines, and I've learned that through my job at the moment. Always putting when you're going to do something by, or when you want someone else to do something by, date, time driven. That is how you achieve things. So all my goals coming up that I'm about to discuss all have deadlines that I'm going to meet, or strive to meet at least. So yeah, realistic. So these goals are not useful if you want, say, I want to have a unicorn by the end of 2026. That's not going to happen because unicorns don't exist. Sorry, but it's got to be realistic. So all my goals are realistic, and you can strive for them to be you can be ambitious, and it's good to be ambitious, but it's also good to be realistic. It's that balance. And then also just having a good spread of goals, a good variety. So I categorize my goals into 3 different categories. financial, social, and then health and fitness. So my goals all relate to those 3 categories, and it's good to make sure that you're improving not in just in one area of your life, but all of them as much as possible. So my 2026 goals are: start a big business that makes £1,000 a month turnover. So that's more specific than just start a business. I'm going to provide a service and find clients that are willing to pay for my service, and this business is going to enable me to travel and do it remotely, which is my goal, and my dream in life is to be able to travel and earn money remotely and do what I want when I want and work for myself. So I've set a deadline for myself of the end of July for that. The end of June, start of July. July 1st, 2026 is when that's going to happen by. And what I've also set out is a framework using a template that I found online of reverse engineering my goals. So I've set out that goal for end of June, 1st July 2026. And then I've set out monthly what I'm going to do before then, each goal monthly, and then each week, and then each day. However, you've got to reset the days and the weeks as you go. So currently you do week 1 to 4, so till the end of January, and then when you reach the end of January, you've got to do February, etc. And then daily goals you do weekly, because if you underachieve, overachieve, you would need to reset those goals if you set them now. My second goal is get out of my overdraft by March 1st, so 2 months to do that. Currently £1,400 in my overdraft, which is not an issue because it's 0% arranged overdraft, but I'm fed up of being in my overdraft, and I'm working a job at the moment. I've slowly clawed out of it. About 3 months ago, I was £3,000 in my overdraft overall. So I'm getting there, and I've just got a pay rise from work, which is going to help with that. So I'm looking forward to getting out my overdraft by the end of February. My next goal: have £5,000 in savings, cash ISA, investments total that I can withdraw when I go traveling. I'm going traveling 2027 summer, September, kind of autumn time. So I need to start planning ahead for that. That's my goal in 2026. By September. So by the time I leave my current job, I want to have £5,000, which I will. And it kind of coincides with getting out of my overdraft. And those 3 are all financial goals, obviously. And they are all specific. They all have value. Quantity is a good way of setting your goals. Quantitatively. Social: see my family more. I've set 10 times in 2026 that I want to see my family, whether that's just going for a catch up with my sister, or I want to go see her at uni because she's just in first year of uni, and I want to go meet her friends and stuff like that. And I haven't made the effort too much this year with it, not as much as I'd like to. So I've set 10 times in 2026 I've got to do that. And hopefully that will be sufficient, but I might always do more than that. My next goal is go on more dates with my girlfriend. Not necessarily expensive dates or anything like that, nothing like too fancy, but put more time and effort, because we do work very hard, both of us, and we have a great relationship, and I just want to continue that. So that's my other social goal. And then health and fitness. I'm going to keep continuing to go to the gym. Self-explanatory. I want to continue 2 to 3 times a week, every week, for the whole of 2026. I'm going to hold myself accountable for that. I've put a kind of contingency in place where, obviously, if you're ill or if you're away on holiday, whatnot, for a week, I'm just going to have to make up those times by going an extra time in the week before, or etc. So that's just gym visits. And then I also want to put on more weight in my squat, bench, and deadlift, and my barbell rows. So currently I'm doing 70 kg bench for 6. I think I'm doing like a 70 kg squat for 12, which is crazy. I'm benching almost as much as my squat, but there you go. And rowing, I'm doing 70 kg. I think, yeah, 70 kg for 6. So I just love 70 kg, apparently. Good weight. I'm going to keep training, eat loads, eat healthy, which I have been already, so that's good. Consistently having my protein shakes, consistently eating a high protein diet, and stay consistent in the gym, improve my sleep, all to do that. And by the end of the year, I want to be back with my 100 kg bench, 120 kg squat, and I want to be rowing 80 kg. So the rowing is probably a bit more achievable, but the bench is doable. I've done this before. When I was 18, I was doing more than those numbers, and I know that I can do it in my head. So just got to consistently go to the gym. Those are my goals. Plan yours, sort it out, make sure you've got goals going into 2026, and you will hit the ground running, and hold yourself accountable by using deadlines. Thanks for watching.